Namaste. I would like today to talk about the nature of our evolution. We have many ideas of in what is it that we need to evolve into. One is technology, and we think that by the advancement of technology, our state of being will be better and we will be a better race. That have been proved through the lineage of the Greys that is not so. Then is this other line that say we need to evolve our consciousness. And what is that in relation to the third dimension? First of all, we need to be conscious of we are humans, and in this planet we are connected very much with Earth. That we are not on Earth, we are the moving aspect of Earth. This is a huge change of consciousness, because it's like when you finally are aware that your arm have 5 fingers. Therefore, the relationship that you are going to have with nature, with the trees, with the animals, with the seasons, it will be a complete different relationship. It won't be any more of you taking for surviving, or you being afraid that you are not going to be able to supply to yourself. You just simply open a new state of interdependency. And in here, there are 3 aspects I would like you to understand very clearly. One is the concept of codependency, which is the present situation right now in the planet, financially, economically, at food level, and emotional level too. Let's understand this clearly. What is codependency? It's when your belief system put power outside of you. You think that in order for you to be well, to be happy, to be evolving, or to realize your dreams, you need some force outside of you that admires you, love you, push you, encourage you, put you down or whatever. So that externalization of your power create codependencies, insecurities, depressions, fluctuations of frequency and energy, and the 5 elements become very unstable. And in a way, that codependency consciousness or frame of perception, the Earth wishes to change. She is starting to realize that, oh, I can have some power here and not to have all this influx outside of me to make me feel in certain direction or to guide me in certain direction. So the human codependency have to finish, and with that then a new power comes, and it's the power of interdependency. When you say, okay, I am the Earth, and therefore I can cooperate with her to survive, to exchange different information. This is tremendously profound in the change of consciousness, because it's the end of that predator and prey relationship within Earth and within you. And the interconnection is when you are able to work with different frequencies, different frames of mind, different stages of evolution for a common purpose. And it's in here in that interconnectability that the universe, or not the universe, the races and in different parts of the universe are gathering together and say, we have a common purpose. Individuals who vibrate at that level naturally are going to be part of that interconnectability, and the movement of that interconnectability will aid different evolutionary parts of planets and stars and different aspects of our cosmic neighbors. Isn't that the popular phrase that the galactic generation is all about? I don't want to call it galactic generation. Federation. But it's the understanding of the change of from codependency to interdependency, where you cooperate with different collectives or individuals that have a one common purpose, and is to keep evolving naturally with no interferences. It's like, we as a humans and all creation, it's like a plant. When the plant is growing, you know that if it's a spinach, for example, okay, it will take 15 days and then it will flower and then I have to harvest at a certain time. It's a natural way. But if you put hormones, or if you oppress and suppress the growth, you are not responding to the natural way of growth. And that's what is happening to the consciousness of humanity. We're meant now to keep in the codependency. It's convenient. When we change the consciousness to interdependency, a new dynamic of growth starts, and a new respect for nature start to be within your DNA and your 5 elements. As Matthew was saying, some races will like to suppress that, and some races are suppressing that. And we say some because it's a collective, because it's an interdependency exchange. So it's primer that we know and learn how to interconnect. I also have talked about the intraconnectability, where we are so symbiotically within each other. That's hopefully, I don't want to expand too much because we are not there yet, but it's supposed to come within ourselves, and it's possible. I haven't experienced it. That intraconnectability, where everything is connected and holographically represented in one single thing. So that awareness, that movement of consciousness, again, place us in different dimensions. And here's the clarity about dimensions. I know you get confused about the dimensions. They are all right now, right here. You are in the first dimension, second dimension, third dimension, fourth dimension. But it's to what you are vibrating with. And that's what we're calling the evolution, the actual evolution of consciousness. It's when your perception shifts from me, my codependency, my things, to a larger interdependency and to intradependency. The more you practice your interdependency, the more you walk away from the codependency. You cannot be interdependent if you are codependent. It's just like that. If you are all your power outside, it's me, you are blocked that consciousness of interconnectability. So into what we are evolving? Into interconnectability. What is it that we are interconnecting? The trinities, the multiple trinities that we will be exploring in different ways, from surviving to soul journey to a spiritual ground. But sit for a moment. I just don't want to talk about it without inviting you to the very profound experience of interconnectability. It's related to service. It's related to, okay, I see different elements around me and how I can interact with them by me giving my expertise, my point of view in action, because it's not a mental debate, and how that action modified a certain group or certain frequency or certain perception. My voice is important when I do an action, when it's accompanied with an action. Otherwise, it's codependency. It's like, oh, I have something to say, I'm going to say, listen to me. If you don't do that, then I will feel hurt, I won't do that. You are ego-based. But if you understand the interconnectability, is the beginning of your peace and is the foundation of your enthusiasm, because you see that you are able to supply all the time. Your energy go outwardly instead of just being about me. Your energy just go outwardly. You start expanding. You start being aware what is needed here, what is needed there. If somebody make a mistake, you educate. You give a point of view. You give it a hand. Right? So, in what we are evolving and what Earth wish that humanity, we, the mental, the consciousness of her, what is it that she wants us to do, to think? And it's about interconnectability. We cannot get out of the mess if we are not cooperating. Let's take, for instance, the pandemic. This is a great positive way of cooperation. You need to cooperate, and the whole planet is being forced to question in what is it that you are contributing? What is your point of view? If it's not cooperation, then we are not going to get out of pandemic. At the same time, if we are cooperating unconsciously, we are just a slave about somebody else's opinion. So it's a place of a moment right now to really sit and say, in what I am just so locked in myself, and what is it that I am just thinking about me? And you, as a member of the Council of Earth, this is the first invitation, is that please forget yourself and start seeing the big picture. Here is another step that we need to do, and is the power of the individual. But for that, let's have another video to talk about it. For now, thank you, and let's move to our next lesson.